Then this is an open secret of what happened recently in Finland the after the judgments of Simon Ekpa. After then some of the IPOB member, DOS member, then they now went to Finland to submit some documents for the continuation of Simon Ekpa, for them not to even release him after the 6 years will collapse. So the worst fight you will be fighting in this world or in this life is a fight that you are fighting and you don't know that the people that you are fighting is within you. That is the worst fight in this world. Fighting a fight that you'll be fighting those people that you think that are supporting you, they will be the one that is pressing you, oppressing you, and they doing the worst out of everything. Even though the situation of Mazin Mekano still being in DSS dungeon, it is not about the government, but it is about the same Igbo elects, the same Igbo leaders, and some of the IPOB members that don't want him to come out. So instead of them to tell the government to reason, they will keep him there so that they will be making money out of his case. So all those things is part of it. How can you say that you are fighting for Biafran freedom and you are fighting for the freedom of your people, but you see someone who come out in his own way to do his own thing in a different way, and you now start fighting him, start tagging him a terrorist? Well, my people, I would like you to watch this video to the end. This is an open secret. This is just a recent video that is trending online, and they say, let me just put it here, let everybody see. This our activists explain a lot of things that is happening in Finland right now. So try to watch the video to the end. As you are watching, like, subscribe, and share the video to go around the world for everyone to see what is happening and what is going on. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Ivan. I'm the leader of the executive of Biafra. Biafra. So we are registered here in Finland. So we have a department of pen. So we came, that's where we are living it. So we came to deliver the data. So we are directed here. So you take it to him. So he will know.
All right, please. This is the letter. Good day, sir. We are happy meeting you and delivering this letter to get to the minister. And believe, seeing you, we have seen the minister.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, this is our petition to the minister of our supplications and whatever this is indigenous people of Biafra, and we'll hand it over to you. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You can let him close it. It's not for him.
It's not meant to be closed. An open letter. You don't need to close it. It's an open letter.
So,
I okay. Yeah. Is there the names are there?
Okay, that video has actually been trending on all the platform of the true lovers of freedom all over the world in Biafran community. And the video you're watching, or you just watched rather, you can go back and rewatch that video. It's a video of the IPOB DOS representatives in Finland submitting petitions against Mazi Simon Ekpa, in order for him to continue to remain in prison. We all knew how the whole thing ended. Mazi Simon Ekpa was sentenced, and yet, they are still submitting petitions against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now, I'm not here to talk about the DOS, the IPOB DOS, because I believe most of them are just being unwise. I don't want to use any any disturbing words against them, because you can tell me that your major reason for fighting Simon Ekpa and writing a petition against a man who is a modus operandi is to fight for the freedom of his people. Now, you rebelled him to the extent that you decided to walk hand in hand with the zoo government. You walked hand in hand with the zoo government to bring down Simon Ekpa. That is the highest level of being foolish. The highest level of foolishness that I've actually seen. You walked hand in hand with the same people massacring your people. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even started the fight for freedom, Biafrans have been unalive on different occasions. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, they continued. Mazi Simon Ekpa came and decided to create another group to continue to defend his people. But did he stop them from unaliving Biafra? No, he didn't. But you know what he did? It actually gave them, a run for their life, because Biafrans were no longer the people who were suffering this whole crime, because it was now an issue of 50-50. Because the Biafran Liberation Army was always there, to retaliate every attack being meted on Biafrans. Simon Ekpa, they took him out. And since then, we've seen the highest level of, genocide in Biafran land. Biafrans are being pied on a daily basis. Their properties are being burnt on daily basis. You see the zoo army trooping in. We've been dropping videos, back-to-back videos, which you've all seen. We have evidences against the unaliving of Biafrans on daily basis. Now, the big question is, did the DOS actually gain anything in rebelling Simon Ekpa? And the big answer is yes, because they were paid heavily to do all this trash. Let me tell you, it is stupid for you to come out to claim that you are for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you're not for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please, what are they fighting for? What are they fighting for? That is the big question. What are they fighting for? Please, the DOS should stop claiming and stop, claiming righteousness. There is no WAR. There is no fight for freedom, that will not lead to so many sacrifices being made. A lot of collateral damage will be done. It is as simple as that. But what I won't take, they can do their trash, rebel the people that they rebel, deceive the gullible ones, some of you who, when people speak to protest Simon Ekpa, to review the atrocities of these people, all you care about is to call the person a saboteur and all that. It doesn't make sense. The real saboteurs are the same people who are working with the zoo government, because you don't have any reason to work with the zoo government in the first place, because these are the same people you claim that you are fighting against. So how come you're fighting for, or you're working hand in hand with the same people that you claim that you are fighting against? We are no longer kids. And a lot of Biafrans have become wiser on daily basis to know the level of atrocities being committed. Just look at the trash these people are doing. Please go back and watch that video. Or let me even replay the video. Just watch this.
Okay, my name is Isaac. I'm the leader of Biafra. Biafra, Finland. So we are registered here in Finland. So we have a department of pen. So we came, that's where we are living here. So we came to deliver the team. So we are directed here So you take it to him so that he will know who.
All right, please, this is the letter. Good day, sir. And we are happy meeting you and delivering this letter to the minister. And believe seeing you, we have seen the minister.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, this is our petition to the minister of our supplications and whatever this is indigenous people of Biafra, and we'll hand it over to you. You're good. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
The light on that. Okay.
You can let him close it. It's not for him.
It's not meant to be closed.
Ah.
An open letter. You don't need to close it.
It's an open letter.
It's an open letter.
So,
Okay.
I'm giving it to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's there. The names are there.
Yes.
No, bring it back to me.
Take a picture, all right.
Just look at how these people are embarrassing the spirit of freedom and the spirit of Biafra. Let me tell you, the Finland did little or nothing against Simon Ekpa and Joku, in as much as they were the one who sentenced Mazi Simon Ekpa. The major people who did the whole part in bringing down Mazi Simon Ekpa is the same IPOB, because of they did their atrocious things and Mazi Simon Ekpa refused to give in their propaganda and their criminal act. That is why they kept on fighting this guy. Oh, because you can't tell me that because of his pattern of fighting for freedom is not what you like, then you went as far as rebelling the whole cause, dragging him in Finland just to bring him down with the same Nigerian government. Please, we are no longer kids, and I think we are wiser than before. Meanwhile, I still have more updates to expose this atrocious act of these people. Listen and watch and calm down and listen to this particular information.
Voice note that our general commander Triple G released, the last voice note he dropped. Kango Nezioku. The only difference there is that no tosi we kuno otuosi we tinyo kuanwa adabaro, all the confusing tunde na agotara ife ọ na-achị ịkọwa mana na ịgwa gị eziokwu ife ahụ okwu bụ pure 100%. nke okwu maka ego, nke okwu na Ngozi Orabaeze ji ego wee confuse our prime minister. He never means word. The difference there is that na the words we tinye una aghọtara ya. Ka ngwazie gị ife melu there. All guy na-eme fundraising, monthly fundraising. These were people, including Ogenkere, who used to come and contribute money towards our fundraising. And whenever they come to contribute money, they usually contribute some amount of money that will draw the attention of every other person who is listening or watching. Now, without us doing background check to know who these people really are, to know the kind of job they do, if they are in the position to cough out the amount of money that they were contributing, or is there any other thing behind it? That is where we failed. And us, knowing fully well that the struggle needed money, we said, okay, all Biafrans na akwado nwere onwe anụnwa financially. Ka akpọbata ha ka anyị nọzie n'otu ka anyị from inside now support to see the struggle instead of supporting from outside, because that time the struggle was strictly handled by the media team, the autopilot media team, which I was a prominent member of it. a top prominent member of it. As a matter of fact, I'm the one that introduced all of them. Mugo, Masonio, Hanchani. How did Sonny come? How did Sonny come on board? Sonny came on board. The person who introduced Sonny to me was in Sima on my program. Nobody knew him before. Nobody knew who was Akparawa Sonny. He came through my program. Sima brought him during my live broadcast, joint broadcast that I conducted with Sima. Sima brought him and introduced him to me on my live broadcast. And then I allowed him, I gave him microphone to speak on my platform. That is how he came. Oh, yes. Let him come out and debunk it. That was the very first day Biafra people know who is called Akparawa Sonny. Nobody knew him before. I'm not saying he created his platform from that day. He must have had his platform sometime in the past doing his things. But nobody knew him. He came through my platform. Oh, this Akparawa Sonny na affair on here and there. He came through my platform. Nsima brought him to me and introduced him to me. And I gave him microphone. The same way they say, no, that's microphone to speak. That is how this boy, Anna Paparasoni, came on board. Ugo247 was writing me text messages on WhatsApp, telling me to add him to Autopilot Media. He can never deny it. He can't deny it. So, now, we say, okay, let us bring all these supporters, all these financial supporters, let us bring them together. So that let the support come from inside. Then the government was formed. Positions were given. I turn on the Madakaina Hana Meki without doing background search, background check to know the jobs of all these people, to also know if their job qualifies them to raise the amount of money that they are contributing. I say, okay, Otakes when you see her positions without knowing. In order to accomplish that which they failed to accomplish in 2021 when Mazinam Dekan was renditioned. The moment our PM was arrested, boom, opportunity called. Opportunity called. And today, you now have three groups answering government. Three groups bearing the name government. Onyenka see our government. Onyenka see our government. Onyenka see our government. All in Biafra struggle. And I saw me busy. Onye pụta ọgbagi nke o jikwa wee gaa na Washington DC wee nwee handshake and ṅụọ tea with Donato. Onwe one pastor sị na ya na Chukwu ṅụrụ tea. Who is that pastor? There is one pastor that claimed, that lied, that she drank tea with God. He went to heaven and drank tea with God, and then he came back. You see, using propaganda to destroy Biafra, destroy Biafrans. Just for their own personal interest.
Oh yes, that is it, my people. That is why I say that the worst fight you will fight is the fight that you'll be fighting, or you'll be fighting war, and the person you are fighting war is within you. Is the worst fight so ever. So all the thing that is happening between Mazinam Dekano, between Simon Ekpa, and between the federal government and Finland government is within the Biafran government. All of them started inside the house. That is why it is so strong like this. And before they will know everything that is going on, then time have already passed. So that is why. Well, I would like to hear your comment down below. What do you think about all those scenarios? What do you think about all those? Like to like, subscribe, and share the video to go around the world for others to see things happening in Biafra land.